Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's part 2 of the Patrick Ta Major Dimensions matte eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be playing with all of the warm tones up here, so the top row only. I've already done a video with the cool tones at the bottom. I will link it down below or somewhere here on the screen for you guys so you guys can go watch that. I also have more details in that video. I talk through a little bit more product specifications in that video, so if you missed that, go ahead and watch that after. I know I said that I was going to attempt and do 3 looks with that top row and see if I can really push it, but I just stuck to 2 because it was just going to get redundant. Now with that being said, that's not necessarily a bad thing. I still love the looks that I created with this palette in that video and also in this video. The first look is going to be more of a rusty warm tone, and this is more of a neutral soft glam almost, or an everyday glam kind of a look. So let's just get into it. I'm going to go in with a shade called Needed on a BK Beauty A503 brush. I'm kind of applying this all over my eyelids and also taking it a little bit into the transition. Next, I'm going in with Trademark on a BK Beauty 203 brush. I am just going to pat this all over the mobile lid. Going back with the A503, I'm going to go ahead and just diffuse the line between the two. These powders are so soft, I can really tell that they're just blending itself out. Instead of mixing Trademark and Needed, I'm just going to go into this middle shade over here because I feel that's the mix of the two. I'm going to apply this on the bottom lash line here. This is a BK Beauty A209 brush. I feel like this shade is very similar to the shade that I have on my mobile lids. Now on a pencil brush from Makeup Geek, I'm going to pick up the shade Mandatory. I'm just going to apply this to the base of my lashes. This is just to add a little bit of depth and make the eyelashes look full. This is a great way of lining your eyes if you are intimidated by using a black eyeliner. You can just use a brown and it gives you a little bit of depth and definition without looking too harsh. I'm also going to deepen the bottom lash line as well. And then with the shade Mandatory, which is a really light shade, I'm going to just apply that to my brow bone. This is an extremely bright shade on me, so I'm just going to be taking a fluffy brush with no additional product and diffuse the line right there. And this is the finished look. This is reminding me more of that latte viral makeup trend that's been going around. A little bit more pumpkin spicy even, but in its core, this is a very basic, warm, mid-tone eye. This is daytime appropriate as well. You can wear it for pretty much any occasion. And so if you are into the warm, rusty tones, then you're definitely going to love this look. For this look, I'm going to use the cream base first. This is non-negotiable. And I'm going to begin by pushing this right onto the base of my lashes, or the roots of my lashes, and just sticking to the lash line. Once I have most of the product deposited, I'm actually going to feather this out upwards and a little bit diagonally. You can also use your fingers for this, just, if it's easier. With whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to take this to the bottom lash line as well. On an A503 brush, I'm going in with this shade Needed, and I'm going to apply this as my transition shade. I'm picking up the shade Trademark on a 211 brush, and I'm going to begin to just tap and deepen out the outer V. I haven't used the shade Classic yet, so I'm going to pick this up on a flat brush, and this is going to go in the inner corner of the mobile lid. Now with that 211 brush, I'm just blending the two together. I'm not taking any additional product. Now I want a little bit more depth, so I'm going to go in with the shade down here, the black cream shade. And I really just want to add this to the lash line and slightly to the top as well. We're almost done with this look, so I'm going to pick up this shade right here. It's called Crucial, and I'm going to tap this just on the lower lash line. Now with this clean pencil brush from BK Beauty, this is the 210, I'm going to smudge this out even further, soften it out. I'm not looking for any harsh definition or any smokiness in the bottom lash line with this look. I'm just going to keep this extremely clean. And then with the shade Mandatory, I'm going to apply a little bit of highlighting just to the arch of my brow. And this is the finished look. I am really happy with this one. I think this is probably my favorite one out of the two. And I'm going to stop it right here. I really wanted to push myself to create a third look with all of the top row warm shades here, but because of the similar tones, they're almost blending into each other. I feel like these two looks have most likely given you guys an idea of whether this palette is good for you or not and what type of looks that you can come up with. You guys can pretty much wear all of these shades except for maybe the lighter ones as a single shadow, really quick, day to day, everyday sort of, slap it on and be on the go. This is a very versatile palette. Though it doesn't have any shimmers, it's an all matte palette with 2 creams. I still feel that an average person can get multiple looks out of this, especially when it comes to the cool tones down here. All in all, this is a solid palette to be having year round. It's not just a fall or a winter palette. You can mix and match, as I mentioned, and then also throw in a couple of shimmers on top. I do feel that this is more of a better value than the Makeup by Mario, only because I love how the matte shades are in here. Patrick Ta mattes are soft, so you will get kickback in the pan, but they blend into each other. These were so easy to do. Even when it came to playing with the cool tones in that other video, they were just a dream to work with. So that, in a nutshell, is my very lengthy 2-part video series on this palette. That is it for this video. Please do give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.